On today's channel, we're in the Her is Tiffany. We're talking about how to apply for a passport. This little blue book, if you're from the US, is what it will look like. But I'm excited to talk about this topic because I want everybody to have a passport. If you have a passport, then I know you are about to travel the world. And I will say, make sure you get your passport now. Like, if you're not going on a trip, this is actually the best time to get your passport. We all know with the pandemic and different things that are going on, the times are a little bit slower. I do hear they have picked it up and they are moving a little bit better, but you want to get that passport now. And imagine when you get that passport, where you're going to go. Where do you want to take your first trip? Is it to Africa? Is it to the Caribbean Islands? Is it to Europe? Where do you want to go to use your first passport and to get your first stamp? I know you're going to be super excited to get that stamp. Let's get straight into it.
Where in the Herd is Tiffany, where we talk about travel, lifestyle, and mental health. Follow us on Instagram at Sweet Tiffies, Twitter at Sweet Tiffies, Facebook Sweet Tiffies Inspirations, and Tiffany-Travels.com. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
We are going to talk about all the documents that you need in order to apply for your passport, okay? So the first thing we need is the form DS-11, okay? And so that is the application where it's going to have all of your information on there. Do not be alarmed. We are going to go through the application together so that you understand everything that you need to fill out, okay? So our number 2 document that we're going to need is proof of citizenship. So that could be your birth certificate, or that could be a certificate of naturalization. Now, I do understand people have special circumstances, maybe like they weren't given their birth certificate right away. I know people who were not born in a hospital. So there are different things that you need to do in order to prove citizenship. And so we're gonna make sure that the link to the US passport website is here so that you can look further for those details, okay? And remember, when you have your proof of citizenship, you need to have the original copy and a photocopy. That is going to go with your documents, okay? So number 3, what we need for documents is an ID. So that could be your driver's license, your military ID, that could be a previous passport. It can be a certificate of naturalization. And so whatever form of ID you choose, you only need one. And remember, you need the original and the photocopy that you're going to take down to whatever office you decide to go to, okay? And number 4 you're going to need is your passport photo. So that is a little small photo that you are going to use. And that particular small photo, this is what the size of it looks like right here. And for that passport photo, you can take it yourself, but if you just want to be careful, just go to like CVS or Rite Aid or Walgreens and just go pay for the picture. Like, to me, that may be the easiest thing to do in my opinion, okay? Number 5 document that we're going to need is we're going to need our fees, okay? So the fees are super, super important. So if you're applying for a new passport, it has just increased by $20, so it's now $130, okay? If you decide to get that passport card, that's going to be an additional $30. And then you also have to pay an acceptance fee. The acceptance fee is $35, okay? And speaking of those particular fees, they take it in different ways. So if you're going to an acceptance facility like a post office or something like that, they only take check or money order. And I would say do not fill it out until you get there, just to make sure that you're filling it out correctly. But if you go to a passport agency for the acceptance fee, they take checks, credit cards, money orders, and exact cash only. They're not giving you no cash back, so have exact exact cash. So those are all the documents that you need in order to apply for your passport for a first-time user. Hey y'all, so we are on the travel website or the U.S. Department of State website, and this is what the application looks like. So this is just information, proof of citizenship, proof of identity, a recent color photograph. So these are all the things that I was just telling you about, but it's a little bit more in depth. And so you want to go ahead and read through all of this information. But we are going to go down to the bottom where we're actually going to see what the DSL form looks like. So here we go. So this is the application for a U.S. passport. You're going to choose if you want a U.S. passport book or a passport card. I made a video about it, so if you have not seen that, check it out. Or you can push both, okay? So I have both, so I click this one right here. You can also get a regular book or a large book. The difference is the large book has more pages. So if you feel like you're going to be traveling a whole lot in the next 10 years, then you might as well just go ahead and get that large book, okay? So then you have basic information: last name, first name, middle name, date of birth, place of birth, your sex, social security number, email, mailing address, city, state, zip, country. And as you can see right here, it says stop. So please do not fill out anything below in this blue section right here. You will be signing it, but you are going to be signing it at the post office or the agency that you go to, okay? So let's go down a little bit further and continue. So this is parental information, date of birth. They want to know your mother, parents' name, date of birth. Have you ever been married? U.S. citizen, date of birth, occupation, height, hair, eye color, your travel plans, permanent address if that's necessary. So as you can see, this is all, have you applied for a passport or book or a passport card? So as you can see, this is all basic information that's super, super easy to fill out, okay? So do not go past this line again, because that is something that's going to be filled out at the passport office. So as you can see, the DS-11 form is actually very, very simple. And so for this one, you will just go ahead and print this out and then fill it out by hand. If you don't want to do that, you want to fill it out by the computer, there is also another button where you can do that as well. Okay, so we are still on the website, but we have transitioned to another page. And so the other page is the passport acceptance facility. So let's go ahead and put in our zip code. And let's see, we're gonna look at the closest 10 facilities to us. So I guess you can look by zip code, or you can look by state or city. So let's go to search right here. So look at all the things that came up right here. These are the closest facilities. So let's see what happens when we click on it. So this one is in the city of Gardena, and let's see what they say. Okay, so this is going to give you the information. So that is the facility name, the address, and it says hours of passport acceptance. So that means they only do Monday and Wednesday by appointment, and it's from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And it says, please visit the city of Gardena or passport so you can make the appointment. So as you can see, it's super, super easy that you can do the acceptance facility, or the other option is going to a public library or the post office. I went the post office route, and so I felt like it was really easy because they kind of showed me everything that I needed, and so I really enjoyed that experience. But again, it's up to you how you want to, or where you want to submit your application and the documents. Okay, so we are also going to see how you can schedule an appointment at USPS, which is the post office. So I chose new passport only. It's one adult, or if you have a minor you're applying for, you do that. I search by location, and here are the ones that are closest to me. So this is Hancock. So let me go ahead and select location. Let's see what it does. So select a time, preferred date. So let's just choose anything. Oh, well, let's choose the 15th then, because that seems to be what's open. So select the date. So I'm going to choose a time. Let's choose 10 a.m. Okay, well, let's choose 12 p.m. Okay. So then I will fill out my name, my last name, my email address, my phone number. You can get your updates via text message, and then you can review the appointment. Okay, so that's another option if you want to book with USPS. So let's go over some facts that people may have questions about. Okay, so one of those is, can I apply in person or in line? If this is your first time applying for the passport, then you have to apply in person. You cannot apply online, okay? Another question people have, how long is it going to take me to get this passport? So it is going to take 8 to 11 weeks. That is just regular processing time. If you're expediting, it's supposed to take 5 to 7 weeks. And if you're expediting at an agency, that's if they have appointments, because I know people that tried to do this several months ago and there was never any appointments, but you have to have international travel within 3 days in order to get this process done. Okay. Another question that people always ask is, how will I get my documents back and how will I get the passport? So actually there's going to be 2 separate packages. One is going to have your passport and then the other is going to have those supporting documents that you turned in, such as like your birth certificate and things like that. Okay. So I hope this video was informational. I'm hoping that you go out and get your passport, and I can't wait to see where you travel. Please let me know if this was helpful. And if you already have your passport, go ahead and share this with somebody who doesn't. And yeah, let's get them passport stamps. I can't wait to get another one in my book. It seems like it's been a while since I traveled. So let's go for it.